Arthur's back, almost sober. Now, I know the counter to the analogies and the comparisons, whatever you want to call them, to the former coaches who won at LSU. It's a different game now than when they won here. Yes, of course it is. I understand the game is quite different now. It's different now than it was when Brian Kelly took this job in 2022. But he has traits as a head coach that should help him with all this ongoing constant change. From everything I can gather, he's big on attention to detail. That's good. He appears intelligent, needs to be. He handles the media with the skill of a politician, for whatever that's worth. Probably something. He had a good track record for hiring assistants, defensive coordinators in particular at Notre Dame, but the Matt House hire is a huge black mark as far as that goes on Kelly. His worst mistake at LSU by a country mile. But we can still technically call it an outlier for now. He promotes player leadership within the team, players holding each other accountable on the field and off. So what's been the problem? What is the problem? I think, other than having mediocre talent at multiple positions on defense the past 3 seasons, when you break it down to the bare bones, there's been a lack of intensity, a lack of energy in Baton Rouge. Like I said earlier, LSU has not played with the energy, the physicality, especially in the running game between the tackles that we expected when he came here. Really all over the field, though. That has to change August 30th, 6:30. Contrary to what some fans think, I don't think Kelly has had trouble adjusting to the SEC. Won the West, beat Saban and Bama his first year here. I think a bigger issue than that for him was LSU arriving late to the NIL party, the pay-for-play party. And that's not going to be an issue this season. See current roster. They're paid a competitive wage now. I'm going to say this till opening kickoff. This is the roster Brian Kelly left Notre Dame for. So much speed. And if things go bad this year, then we'll cook his ass and punt him into the street just like the others. I said earlier I didn't think we could answer this other than the obvious answer of winning the national championship. But now I think I can answer my original question. How can BK please the fan base this year? It's not a specific result like winning the title. And I'm not speaking for all the fans, of course, obviously. But for me, I, Ruddy Rutledge, as an LSU fan in 2025, would be pleased with Brian Kelly as head coach of the Bayou Bengals if the Tigers would get back to playing physical, high-energy, high-intensity LSU football. Bring back the intensity. Bring back the energy. Jerry DiNardo brought back the magic in 1995. That's before you were born, Arthur. 30 years later, Brian Kelly needs to bring back the intensity in 2025. If he can. Violence. With this roster, if that happens, with this roster, look out. If this team is the more tougher, physical team week in and week out, big things are coming. It's been missing for Kelly's entire time here. I hate to say the kind of ball LSU played under Miles, because I don't want the archaic offense back or the game management screw-ups, but I'll take the physicality. LSU won a lot of games during that era with elite athletes playing high-energy physical ball. You might not be able to best Nick Saban, but you can win a lot of games with that combo. Even if your coach is a jelly-headed weirdo with an IQ of 79. And LSU now, for the first time since 2019, has the athletes again. And Brian Kelly, HMFIC, has the athletes and the money and the facilities and the support staff and the fan support What Brian Kelly no longer has? Excuses.